Let me know.
No, you turn it on. It's recording.
Right. So again, I hope that you really start to understand the power of this program. Now, instead of tonight, we have a full agenda. So let me just show you. I'm gonna stop talking in 1 minute, and after that, the brains behind the whole program, Corey and Hill, they are in this platform. They know about this product inside out. Now, you will hear some other people out there talking about this particular program right here. But again, a lot of them have no idea what they are talking about. Corey and Hill are the brain behind this. They understand this. They understand the law. They understand the compliance, which is very, very, very important before you go out there to talk to anybody. So they are here to share with you exactly what this program is. And then next thing, Corey is going to show us the float. Don't make this thing too complicated. The reason that we're talking about this thing for the last whole year is just because there's a lot of try and error, try and error. What would be the best way to make this thing work for everybody? Not only for the business, but also for us as the agent, how to make this thing as smooth as possible. So Corey is going to show with us what is that process. Okay. Now, last but not least, well, we are going to unveil an AI platform. How about this, guys? Can you imagine you walk into a business that you as the agent does not need to do any selling, do not do any explanation or whatsoever. And when you build a team, everybody underneath of you will speak the same language, will talk about the same thing, everything is exactly the same without you training your team. How does that sound? That is the power of AI. So tonight we are going to share with you a program that Corey and Hill has been spending the last so many months building this, and ever since day one. And I can pounding on their door. Corey, when is thing going to come out? Corey, when is it going to come out? Corey, when is it going to come out? Hill, when is it going to come out? The wait is definitely worth it. I looked at this thing. I said, holy smoke, man. With this thing, we can explode. Not we, you can explode if you see the opportunity behind this and if you do this thing right. So again, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Corey and Hill, the floor it's yours.
Now, just to be clear, it wasn't me building the AI. It was Corey. Okay. I just to be clear.
That's
Go
fine.
for it,
Well,
bro.
and to be fair, I'm no genius. It's just a heck of a time to be alive, and the technology, I mean, really just builds itself if you can tell it what you want to do and articulate that. But I appreciate the introduction, Alan, and I'll start by just kind of giving you some background as to how we got here. We've gone through several organizations that have attempted to do this successfully, and what I realized after trial and error is that the only way this is going to be successful is if we do just like Jeff Bezos, who founded Amazon. We got to make it easy for everybody to sell. We got to make it easy for everybody to buy, right? And if we can't do that, we're not going to be able to duplicate our efforts. And even if we do get some folks that are good at duplication, not everybody's going to be good at duplication. So we have to find some technology that's going to assist those people that their talent is not duplicating their own efforts, but sharing some technology with a few clicks of a button that can do that for them. So we'll go over that here in a second. I'll share my screen and let's start with the deal flow, because I know there's a lot of confusion around how to submit some business, what the expectation is, and the time frames for processing a deal. And some of those,
Corey, if you
yeah,
don't mind, I realize that there's a lot of new people on this call. So if you don't mind, just give a little 5 minute overview introduction what this program is before we
yeah,
go into the detail. Thank you.
absolutely. I tell you what, why don't you share your screen and we'll ask the assistant some questions and see what it says.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what we're seeing you is the new AI platform that we just built. Okay, go ahead, Corey.
All right. So, Alan, I want you to see right there where it says explain Authoros EHMP in 60 seconds.
Yep.
Click that for me. All right. So, if you don't know a thing about a thing, you can click that button right there, and it's going to tell you the Authoros EHMP is a compliance first, IRS recognized plan under subsection 125, 105B, 106A, and 213D. I know that's a mouthful. That's why this thing is going to be so valuable to you. So, of the Internal Revenue Code, it lets employers integrate pre-tax deductions and qualified medical care like virtual primary care, behavioral health, and preventative screenings. So employees get real health benefits without reducing take-home pay. So this is kind of the technical explanation of what we do. But it can be as simple as this, because this is how I started. I started going to people I knew that owned businesses. And I said, look, I know the biggest problems in business right now is that everybody is trying to reduce their expenses. And I think everybody on the call would agree that that's true for any business. The second biggest problem is employee retention. You want to spend less time looking for good employees that stick around. I can't make all your expenses and taxes go away without going to prison. And I can't make everybody stay without starting a prison. But if I can get you closer to what you do want and further away from what you don't want, is there any reason you wouldn't give me 15 minutes to show you what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So that's how you can start the conversation. And if they're willing to sit down, if you got a relationship with them, remember, they're going to buy from who they have a relationship with. Certainly, they're going to be willing to give you 15 minutes of their time. And you can tell them, look, leave your wallet locked up in the safe because I'll never ask you to stroke a check. It's a pretty unique offering. If I can reduce your expenses, give all your employees a resource for benefits, doesn't cost them anything. It's not going to cost you a single dime out of pocket. Is there any reason you wouldn't? Because the offer's got to be so good, they feel stupid saying no, right? If I can give you more of what you do want and less of what you don't want, would you give me 15 minutes? You can leave your wallet locked up. I'm not going to ask you to stroke a check. I promise. And the key phrase is this: it would really help me out. People like to help each other, believe it or not. And if you know them, they're going to want to help you learn about this system by jumping on a 15-minute call. It's that simple. Or if you're a technical person and they need a high-level answer, go straight to this tool right here and type in, what's the Ultros EHMP program?
Can I show them?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let me show you. If I were an employer, so instead of asking you as the agent, I'm going to ask this AI right here. AI, are you there?
Absolutely. I'm right here. If you need anything about the EHMP or next steps, just let me know. And as a quick call to action, feel free to share any specific questions, or let's jump on a call if you want to dive deeper.
You guys can hear the sound, right? I just want to make sure that you guys can hear. So explain to me what this EHMP program is all about.
Yep, I can hear you loud and clear. And sure thing, let's break it down simply. The EHMP is basically a tax-advantaged employee health plan. It lets employers offer things like virtual primary care and behavioral health services on a pre-tax basis, so employees get these benefits without losing any take-home pay. It's all compliant with IRS rules like Section 125 and 213D. So the next step, if that sounds good, feel free to check out our resource link where we can schedule a quick call to walk through the details.
Show me how I have 10 employees in my company. If I enroll into this company, how much can I save?
Absolutely. Let's give you a quick ballpark. If you have around 10 employees and you enroll them in the EHMP, typically you might see about $600 or so in payroll tax savings per employee each year. And for 10 employees, that's roughly $6,000 annually in employer savings, not even counting other benefits like workers' comp savings. Next step, if you want to get more precise numbers, let's book a quick analysis session and see exactly what your company's savings would look like. Here's the link. Book your savings analysis, #link savings analysis.
Unfortunately, my English is not good. 你可以讲中文吗？
当然可以，我可以用中文跟你交流。 如果你有任何问题或者需要进一步了解 EHMP 节省的细节，都可以直接用中文问我。下一步，如果你想的话，我们可以安排一下时间，帮你做一个更精准的分析。
That's exactly what I thought.
Guys, we can go on and on and on and on with these things. And again, this is out right now. I'm so excited. So Corey, back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I want you to do next is type in, create a one-page marketing piece. For a construction company with 50 employees. And so marketing stuff is, we in sales, you always need more marketing stuff. So this is one way. You don't have to wait for anybody else to build your marketing material and stuff like that. If you can, copy and paste, you can ask this thing to do whatever it is that you're needing to do. And what I want you to do now, Alan, is tell it to.
No, wait. Let me try this.
Okay.
Let me try this. Hold on.
Alan's so fired up.
Let me try this. Okay, I'm gonna show the team. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm asking him to write the marketing piece in Chinese.
That's not something I would have thought of. This is awesome.
Isn't that great?
Yes. That is
Okay,
so
now
cool.
now it's writing a marketing piece for a construction company who has 50 employees. So Chinese team, you can definitely utilize this information, this tool that we built right here to build your own marketing piece. Now, this is not just again, I don't speak Spanish, so I'm sure that you can do Spanish. You can do Vietnamese, Korean, whatever language that you can. It's going to be here.
Yep. Yep. So what I want you to do now, Alan, type in generate an image that I can use to promote this program. All right, and this is a completely original image. It's never been seen before. It may take just a minute to generate. There we go.
Probably I need a bigger computer, a faster computer.
Need one of those NVIDIA supercomputers. So is that image? Go ahead.
So while it's thinking and producing that image, let's dive in more about this program.
Yeah. Yeah. So first, does anybody have any questions about this? Or I'll tell you what, we'll save questions till the end. But let me share my screen while that's generating, and we'll go over the deal flow process. How's that?
Yep. Go ahead.
All right. And I'll show you what the client can expect. Let's see. Here we go. So when your client decides to move forward with us and get an analysis, they're going to get a Panda Doc welcome packet kind of like this. And we're just going to welcome them aboard and let them know that the journey is outlined in the following information. So we'll collect data needed for your analysis to contracting and enrollment if you choose to move forward with us. So think of it as your key to a smooth introduction and implementation. Explore resources, FAQs, and step-by-step guides. Kind of starts the setting the expectation for them. So if at any point they need assistance, they can call us. And then we'll talk about what we're going to need to complete their analysis. So if you're reading this, you've already had a conversation with one of us at Altros. Hopefully, they have explained in detail that everything we do requires an illustration and an explanation so that you and your employees are making well-informed decisions. That is exactly why we require some information from payroll. And in order to accurately calculate the savings for your business and your employees, we need the following data points from your payroll. Unless you choose to authorize our payroll integration, you have a few options. So then we go through all the things that we'll need in order to complete a full analysis. And then for some reason, this is not scrolling down all the way. There we go. And contracting. So once they understand what we're going to need to calculate their savings, we'll set the expectation for contracting. So we'll let them know you're going to get an addendum. That addendum, once they complete it, is going to help us create the plan documents and the master service agreement. When they execute that, they'll get the completed MSA and ACH, and then they'll get their plan documents. And then there'll be a link within this that they can use to shoot out to all of their employees. They can schedule an enrollment, but typically we'll do an auto enrollment and give all the employees a 30-day window to waive participation if they want to. It's a pretty rare occasion that we see an employee get an increase in pay, additional benefits, and go, oh, I don't want that.
Yeah.
It's pretty silly. Let me find my deal flow. All right. So on your end, this is the full operating map, and there's two options for how we'll do an analysis. And you're just really making the introduction. You'll schedule the appointment on our scheduling calendar. And that's the lead generation part, right? That's you guys' job, the affiliate or the marketing coordinator. You set the appointment on the scheduler. We'll do the intro and discovery call or pre-analysis, and we'll request that data during that call.
Corey, we're still looking at the same thing, just so you know.
Oh, are you? Let me see.
Yeah, we didn't see the new switch over. We're looking at open enrollment, contracting and open enrollment. There you go. Yeah, that's much better. Thank you.
Yeah. So your appointment will set on the scheduler. We'll do a pre-analysis call with you and your client. When you schedule this call on the scheduler, there's some questions that need to be answered. That's going to help us be prepared for that call and know what's going to be the most valuable in the discussion to that employer based on the amount of employees they have, the benefits they're offering, and the industry that they're in. Okay. So then we'll do a pre-analysis data collection, and very soon we'll be able to integrate with their payroll. They just click a link, it integrates, and we can extract all the data that we need very quickly. So one method is standard data collection. We'll request payroll in the W-4 reports. We'll populate a census template, and we'll upload that to our CRM. And the other method is to put in the pre-tax deduction code and the after-tax reimbursement. We'll run a simulation and see what the net increase was so that we know what everyone's allotment is. I know that a lot of this may not make sense now. That's why it's so important to not have to understand it all first. Right? When I started this, I wasted a lot of time trying to figure out every little piece and learn every piece of information and, know everything before I would get started. And what I discovered was only doing it is doing it. Learning about doing it isn't doing it. Thinking about doing it isn't doing it. And then telling all your friends and your fellow coworkers that you're about to get started doing it isn't doing it. Only doing it is. So once I got through that hurdle and I started doing it and putting clients on the phone with somebody who knew more than I did, before long, 5 or 6 calls, I was able to have those conversations myself. So if this doesn't make sense now, it's because you need to do it. Fair enough? So once we run that mock payroll run, we'll send a report, do all the calculations, and we'll show the employer in this proposal and analysis presentation the exact amount of dollars they're going to save every year as the employer, and the exact amount that every single employee, it's going to be different for everybody, how much they have to spend on additional benefits every single month without impacting their take-home pay whatsoever. And more often than not, they'll all get a raise. So it's hard to find an employee who won't participate if they get a raise and additional benefits and their take-home pay stays the same or better. All right. So once we do the analysis presentation, we'll do our contracting, those documents we went over before, and then we'll start to distribute, with the employer's help, some information that warms the employee group up to the offering so they don't feel like they're blindsided and they have some information and are making a well-informed decision. And then we'll do the enrollment. It's an auto enrollment typically, but we can do a one-on-one with each employee. And then we'll set up the payroll, the before and after tax deductions and reimbursement, and then invoicing. So after invoicing, we service that client for the life of that contract. Any questions on that?
So while waiting for the questions, if you don't mind, I can share the screen on my end. Also,
Great.
the image the image is actually finished. So here is what it looks like. Are you guys able to see it?
Interesting.
Yep. So again, don't ask us for any marketing material right now. Just go ahead and use our app and make whatever marketing materials that you want to make. Okay.
That's so cool.
Yep.
I mean, just perfect explanation of exactly what we do, an illustration of the savings on that many employees, and speaking to that particular industry. That's amazing.
Okay, go ahead.
Anybody have any questions about the Sequoia Assistant, what you can and can't do? I can't think of anything you can't do, but
So this piece of tool right here, we are fine tuning it. I would say right now it's already 95% done. There are a few more tweaks that we have to do in the back. So by the end of this week and hopefully beginning of next week latest, this piece of software will be in your back office. Okay. So again, if you're a Sequoia member, so let me show you how to get access to it. This is your website, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, if you are a Sequoia member, you will have a website like this. Now, in order for you to upload or submit what we call a scenario, this is what you need to do. You go to Solution, Business Service, and you see right here called the Wellness Program, and this is where you enter all the information. Okay? So this is where all the information. Once you submitted it, you as the consultant will receive an email with all the details, and we will have a copy as well. So does Corey and his team. Now, however, once this thing is done, there are documentations that you need to collect from the client: the payroll journal, the W-4, and a copy of the sensors. Now, the sensors is very, very important. Most likely, the business owner do not have any idea how to fill out this sensor, so do not pound on him. On this form right here, we specifically ask you who is the payroll contact person. So this person right here will know how to complete the sensor. So you as the consultant, it's your job to find out who this person is and ask this person to fill out the sensor, because that sensor has all the information that Corey and Hugh needs to compile with that report that shows every single employee what kind of allotment that employee will have for this particular program. Okay. Now, how do you get access to this ChatGPT 2? So once you log in, once you in your portal, you log into your portal, you go back to your back office. Now it's not there yet, but when you go to your back office, you see something called marketing right here. Okay, marketing right here, and also see marketing material. And we are going to put it underneath the marketing material. You will see a ChatGPT app link. So all you have to do is just to click that link, and then you will get access to our tool. Okay, so it's not up there yet. It will up there by the end of this week or no later than early next week. Is that correct, Corey? You're muted.
yes, yeah, it should be up there by the beginning of next week. You just click on it. If you don't have a subscription with ChatGPT, I think it's like $20 a month, and a marginal expense, because I mean it's literally half a dozen employees that has 20 different skill sets, right? So we've been able to compound our efforts using artificial intelligence like ChatGPT, Claude, and some other resources. But at this point in time, there's the bar for excellence, first of all, has never been set lower. If you just try hard, you can really do something incredible and build something incredible that's going to last you and your family a lifetime. If you just try, most people don't try hard. Mm-hmm. So you can squash anyone this day and age if all you're doing is trying.
Right.
Experience a little discomfort. Have conversations that you normally would be a little more reserved before having. Be bold, and step into a conversation not knowing everything. And by doing that, you're going to become pretty doggone intelligent when it comes to this program and what we do. Because when you don't have an answer, it's the worst feeling in the world, and that'll never happen to you again.
So again, remember guys, we are not selling anything. There's nothing for us to sell right here. We are just simply enrolling business into this EHMP program where they already paying for it through their FICA tax. So the whole concept behind the scene is that the government is reduce their FICA tax and use that what we call allotment, help each employees to purchase the benefit that they otherwise would not be able to afford to purchase. So the whole idea behind the whole thing is that hey, the employer can keep their employee is more healthy, more happy, they're going to stay there, the company is going to grow, hence hopefully they can generate more income, hence they can can report more taxes to the government, so on and so forth. It's good for everybody. So again, this is a product and services that you do not need to sell. And with the AI on our platform, you don't even need to explain to what this thing is all about. Just ask them whatever questions that they have, just ask the ChatGPT and they will answer everything. And quite frankly, is that when you build your team, everybody have access to this ChatGPT and all the answer, it will be the same. So imagine it, regardless what product and services that you're in, you always have to train your downline, train your people how to say this, how to say that. But unfortunately, the first person say something and by the time the 10th person say it, it's totally different. But now with AI, everybody the answer is the same. You don't even need to train the team. Have them to know how to use the AI, how to use the ChatGPT, and it will help you to grow your business. And again,
Absolutely.
how do you get paid? Ladies and gentlemen, how do you get paid? So let me show you the payment for this, okay? All you have to do is to enroll company into, I take it back, you don't enroll. All you have to do is to have company interest in this program. Once they're interested in it and to provide all this documentation, Corey and Hill and their team will enroll them for you. You don't do any enrollment whatsoever. But once they are enrolled, you will get paid every single month. And how much do you get paid? Here's the deal. From 5 to 199 enrollment, you will get paid $12 per employee per month. Now, you do not talk to one employee at a time. For example, let's say you talk to a construction company that has 50 employees. Well, let's not 50. Let's say just 10 employees. When they enroll, all 10 employees enrolled, now you got 10 enrollments. You only talk to one company. If you talk to a company which is personally my company, my client, they have 32 employees. I spoke to that one company. Now 32 employee came in. Now there's 32 enrollments. So let's assuming that you only have 10 enrollments. That is $12 per enrollment per month. Now you're getting paid $120 per month, every single month, as long as your client is staying in this program. And I don't know why they don't want it, because again, it does not cost them anything. What if you have 1,000 employees? So again, let's move forward, right? So from 200 enrollment to 499 enrollments, you will have $14. We up the bar, become $14. Anyone is have 500 enrollment and up, you will get $16 per employee per month. So imagine that you have 1,000 employee under your belt. How much are you getting paid? You're getting paid $16,000 a month. $16,000 a month. Every single month. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to stock up with any inventory in your basement whatsoever. All you have to do just to share with them. Now, on top of it, even better, we do pay out different levels. Okay, we total pay 6 different levels. For the first and second level, we pay $1 each per employee. So again, let's say I have John Doe comes in and John Doe do 1,000 employee. He's getting that $12,000 a month. So that thousand, I will get $1,000 every single month, $1 per person. I get $1,000 every single month. The first and second level, we are paying $1 each. The third and fourth level, we are paying 50 cents each. And then fifth to sixth level, we are paying 25 cents each. So again, you can do the calculation. How many employees are out there that need something like this? Again, I know Corey and Hill is going to hold me back. Don't use the word free. But hey, to me, nothing out of my pocket is free for me. I don't care what you said, okay? But they would like you to use the word no out of pocket cost. That is the legitimate word to say it. But hey, to me, off the record, I'm Chinese. I speak to my Chinese brother. It's free. It's free money for you, bro. So again, that is what we are paying out. Now, better yet, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? We have a promotion from now until the end of 2025. When you submit any company into the program, I don't care it's 5 employee, 10 employee, 20 employee, it doesn't really matter. As long as you submit from now until the end of the year and enrolled sometimes in the future. You might enroll them next month. You might enroll them in 2026. You might enroll them in 2027. It doesn't really matter. As long as they enroll sometimes in the future, we will pay you extra bonus $6 on top of whatever your level is. So assuming that right now you are getting paid $12, I assume a lot of us right here is new. You don't have any enrollment yet. So assuming that your first enrollment will be $12, but if you submit the case from now until the end of the year, when they are enrolled, you will get $12 plus $6 bonus, which means that you will get paid $18, ladies and gentlemen, $18 per employee per month. That is a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you are excited or not. I don't see a lot of you, and I see John right there is writing down all the numbers, and I don't see any one of you faces whatsoever. But for me, I cannot sleep and thinking about these numbers. Our goal, each one of us. Hey, what's up with the Charlie? Charlie Kirk. Okay, look at the Charlie, man. Look at that Charlie. I see it. I see that you're running around like this. Your goal should be get to 1,000 employee by the end of the year. At least submit 1,000 employee by the end of the year and enroll them in 2026. And make 2026 a very, very wonderful year for every single one of us. Think about this. 1,000 employee enrolled. What are you getting paid? $18,000 a month. It's not kidding. $18,000 a month. Where can you find a business that you only do one time and you will get paid every single month? Imagine any other business out there, you have to sell stuff. If they don't buy from you, I don't care if they're buying soap, skincare, I don't care. Once they stop buying from you, your commission will cut. But with this particular program right here, they got nothing to buy. As long as they pay tax and enroll into the program, you will get paid. This is powerful, ladies and gentlemen. So he didn't know that I'm going to ask him, but he knows that I'm going to ask him. Ever since day one, when I built Sequoia, this gentleman, I have a lot of respect to this gentleman. He gave me a lot of ideas. I still remember that day we were sitting in Las Vegas. We were sitting in that Chinese dim sum place, and he is eating his dim sum. He's eating his dumpling and eating and talking to me. Alan used to do this. Alan used to do that. I was looking at him like, man, this guy know what he's talking about. What if I can partner up with him and get him into my business? This guy is going to put me into the next level. So I have a lot of respect to this gentleman, no doubt about this. A lot of respect to this gentleman, and I learned a lot from him. I've been to many, many, many of his meetings, and I don't know how he did it. Every meeting that he opened is only 100, 200, 500 people. I say, John, where did you get all these people? He said, I don't know. They just follow me. So without further ado, my brother John, um, it's please come up. We share a lot, not just on the business side. We also share with each other a lot of our personal story, a lot of our
Yeah.
personal been through a lot of things together. John, I see a lot of people in this call is from your organization. So share
I
with you,
mean,
why
Alan,
are you coming back? What do you see? I mean,
yeah.
when I talked to you about this thing, you didn't get it at the beginning, but now you are fully committed coming back here to build this empire together with me. So, John, what's going on?
Well, I mean, Alan, I mean, you got to understand, it's been a crazy year for me, ups, downs, losses, personal challenges. But, one thing about leadership is when you don't, when you fall down, you fall forward. So that way, whatever you do, you keep moving. And that's one thing I appreciate about Alan. I've seen him and he'll tell you, he's gone through so many companies, and Corey and Hugh, totally loyal, trustworthy people he needs to pull everybody forward. And so I think the difference between looking at, like Alan said, about 6-8 months ago, this program would have been like what he told me 2 years ago when he was going to do it. But I want everybody to think about something that Hugh said and something that Corey said and Alan said. If you understand all you're doing is getting a survey filled out, you're not selling potions and lotions. And once you have it approved, think about your wallet. If you pull your wallet out, okay, and you know that you can sell something one time and you just set your wallet down and there's constantly money coming in every month, who doesn't want a wallet or a purse like that? And that's what this program is. This program is like owning that golden goose, but you don't have to manage it. This program is like, okay, we know the government has some challenges right now, but this is a pre-approved program. And what I learned from Alan in the last few weeks meeting in Vegas is that even next year, the owners are going to get more money. So if you understand that all you're doing is asking what Corey said, if there's a way I can increase your bottom line without you having to spend any money, and I know you're an owner, you're always conscious of your revenue, would you just give me a minute to show you something? And that's all you do. And it's like, we've been training on this for about 2 weeks, Corey, by the way, but we don't say free. We just said, you deserve this. So again, Alan's right, but we say you deserve it. We just play the videos. Our team right now has gone through 9 different training programs just specifically for this, Corey and Hugh. But we haven't touched the market because I told them we're not going out there till we get on the Zoom with Alan, get on with Corey and Hugh, and see what the back end looks like. Just because I bring people to the mountain doesn't mean there's a valley we're going to go down in. And Alan, Hugh, and Corey, you're that foundation for us. Because like you said, Corey, you know how people are. I want to know everything. And now you got analysis paralysis where you're not going to talk to anybody because you really educated yourself out of making money. Alan, you and Hugh have dummied this down. And since you have the AI now, nobody on this Zoom has an excuse not to be able to produce literature, be proud of what you produce, and think about it. If I can hand an owner something physically, maybe I'll get it printed or send it to him via text. Now that owner is not just looking at me as some guy pitching hype. There's documentation beating conversation now, and you lower that barrier. So Alan, I just go back and say, there's no such thing as easy money. That sounds cheesy. But all you have to do is ask somebody, can I increase your bottom line? And can you give me 10 minutes to do it? I don't see how this can fail. And we're 100% committed on our team. And we're going to bring a lot of people. This is just our first leadership team. Our regular people are not here, but all the people that are here are our leadership team. And, we'll probably top out like right at 77. I expect us to hit about 50. But our team showed up. Miguel, you look great today, by the way. But I'm saying that we're here to follow Alan's dream and yours too, Hugh and Corey, but we're workers. We're not talkers. Our focus is, like I said, Alan, you're the commander of the ship. See, I used to jump out of planes for a living, so I'm not the smart one. Trust me. Alan is.
We don't call commander. We call it a skipper.
Yeah, there you go. I call him the man that's got the wheel, But again, I'm proud of what's been going on at Sequoia. And we've had our bumps in our companies for the last 36 months. I mean, we've had ups, downs, highs, and lows, but we've never quit. And the people on this call that are here from our company, we know that there's always going to be a challenge, but here's the deal. This is not a sale. And I'm not trying to be a weird person when I make the statement that America is hurting right now. We may not hear people admit it, but as an ex-soldier, I didn't sign on to see a country that got some injuries from fighting for, to see us quit on, and just say, okay, that's just the way it is in America now. That's not the point. People need this program. Owners need this program. You could take this to any chamber of commerce right now. Could you imagine being the person in the room said, if you're an owner of a company, you have at least 10 employees, what I want to do is just give you my card, and all I'm here for is to give your employees a raise without you spending money. Can anybody take my card? Who's going to tell you no to that? They'll hit you like a chihuahua on crack because they're scared to make their rent next month. They're scared of all the stuff going on in the street. I've never, as an ex-soldier, seen schools get shot up in America or synagogues. But here's the thing, those people still have to work. And if you can give someone some hope, and just a little extra in their paycheck, and making sure their kids can go have some kind of medical service, what's wrong with giving that away? That's all you're doing. As Alan would say, my Chinese say, well, it's free, okay? But my business side says, follow Bobby says, basically it's at no cost. So again, Alan, thank you for letting me come home, and all of our partners with me on the phone, on the Zoom from our side, we're back home, and we're going to do what we have to do. So thanks, Alan, for being who you are and what you are. So I appreciate you as a friend too. So thank you.
Well, again, you've never left home anyway. So again,
Welcome. I was in the back.
welcome back. So again, I know there's a lot of people in this room. Perhaps you're still confused what this program really is. So we will have another technical training specifically for John's group to explain to you exactly what this program is and how does it work, so on and so forth. But however, until then, I would suggest everyone to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I see a lot of familiar faces right here. Perhaps you already subscribed to our YouTube channel, but if not, this is what I'm going to show you. As you can see, this is my screen sharing right now.
Yep.
Okay, so this is our website, or your website if you still have an account with us. Go to the YouTube link right here. You see the YouTube icon right here? Click on it, and this is our YouTube channel for Sequoia. Now, we do have a playlist. Okay, under the playlist, and you see number 3, Discover Smurf. We are going to change this name. It's no more Smurf. It's too long, this name. We are going to change it, officially change it to EHMP, Employee Health Medical Program. Okay, so we'll change this name to EHMP. But anyway, it's going to be item number 3. So if you click on this, the wellness program, and you see the full list, we have all the training that talk about this particular program since a year ago. It's in English, it's in Chinese, it's in Vietnamese, it's in Spanish. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, those are the 4 languages that we have so far. So if you want to understand more about this, yes, please spend some time to watch any one of this program that you choose to. And I bet you, after you see this thing, you have an understanding how powerful this program really, really, really is. So this is what I suggest you to do. And John is going to set up another call specifically for your group. And by the way, John, I'll be out in Vegas again sometime. Well, we'll be in Vegas very, very shortly. Okay.
Okay, no worries. We have breakfast, so we're good.
Let's plan out the operation. Now I'm not asking for 600 people. I'm asking for 6,000 people from you. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you so much, Corey. Thank you so much, Hill, for coming on here to share with us what you have built in the back end. And I hope everybody that you can very excited about this new AI platform that we're already launched. So within 5 days, I promise you will see the link in your back office. And now utilize ChatGPT. If you don't know how to use it, download it, play around with it. And once you get the link, and now you can experience how powerful this thing is. I just like a kid. I would just talk to Corey and Hill. Once I saw this thing, it's just like I opened up a door with all sort of candy inside of it. I said, holy smoke, we've been waiting for this thing for a long, long time. Hallelujah. Christmas is here. So absolutely, this is definitely a milestone for Sequoia, because for every company to grow, you have to have paradigm shift. I'm so excited.
Absolutely.
And I believe tonight is the milestone for Sequoia.
Yes.
Can I talk? Help me out, Corey. I
Very
never
excited
thought of
for
it.
you guys, man. Definitely. And it couldn't be a better time. We couldn't be here with better people. If you got a few minutes, I know sometimes people think, well, do I know a bunch of employers? Do I know a bunch of people that own businesses? And there's still only about 2% of companies in the United States that are participating in a plan like this. All right, let me share my screen real quick. Um,
Corey, can I ask a question? Can we
yeah, of
share
course.
the AI link in the chat?
Not yet.
They're going to put it in the back office.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay.
Because again, there's still a few things that we tweak. So again, I don't
Okay.
want you to go in and say, "Oh, this is wrong." So give us 3 to 5 more days. I promise you, by next week, early next week, Monday or Tuesday, we will have the link. Okay, Miguel?
Yeah, Alan, I would encourage some of your people that are asking questions on the chat to ask those questions to the AI link when it's up.
Absolutely.
Because you'll be able to see exactly how it works. It'll be a firsthand experience for you, and you guys will be thrilled. And the AI, I think, can pretty much convert to any language necessary.
Yes.
So, just do that. Okay.
Yes.
Absolutely. I'm
Absolutely.
going to do some quick math for you. If you think the potential is limited, this is set to my zip code with a 100-mile radius. So within 100 miles of where I'm sitting, there's 1.9 million businesses with 11 to 20 employees. There's 1.3 million with 21 to 50. There's 460,000 with 51 to 100. I mean, you can see this goes on and on and on. Now, major corporations, there's only about 5% of businesses in the country that got more than 1,000 employees. So this is your sweet spot right here. But this is just within 100 miles of me. That's pretty doggone big potential.
Hey, Corey, what country are you in again?
Texas. So if we did some math real quick, and I looked at it this way: how many people can I call in a day? And out of that many people, if I get a good response, I'll just call it a good response. How many would that be? So let's say I'm just going to call businesses the 21 to 50, and let's say they only got 1 million of those, and I'm going to try to get 2%. That's 20,000 companies. 2%. So if I divide that by a year, I'd have to call 54 companies a day to contact all of them. That's pretty big potential, right? Or 54, yeah. So 1 million, 2% of those is 20,000. So you divide 20,000 by 365 days, you'd have to call 54 companies a day. Now, call 10 a day and get 1% of those. And that's still a pretty doggone big chunk of business. The potential is massive. And these companies, look here, 100 employees, 100 employees, 100 employees, 100 employees, 100 employees. It goes on and on and on. For 1 to 25 of 3.6 million pages of this. Of
Corey,
100 miles from me.
people are asking, what is the website that you're sharing right now? How did you get that spreadsheet?
Yeah, this is Apollo. I'll put the link in the chat actually, and you can define or you can refine the industry that you're looking for. You can get the contact information for these companies. So let's click on one. Let's say people. And as you can see here, these are the employees of that company. These are their emails. You can pay a subscription fee and get their cell phone numbers directly. It'll tell you whether or not it's a good phone number. Pretty intense.
CFOs, senior partners. That's awesome.
Heck of a time to be alive.
Khalil right here asked, can we automate? Khalil, let me just leak a little bit for you. As we speak, we are building another AI platform where we can get all this information and get all the emails, phone numbers, so on and so forth. And the system will automatically send email to them and explain to them what this thing is all about. So as we speak, yes, we are building something like this. So Corey, very soon we don't have to make 50 phone call a day. You will be sending out information like this even though when you're sleeping. So
That's
the
great.
thing is that, hey, first come, first serve, right? So don't wait for this system to come out. Give them a call first. Okay. So how you get paid is whoever submit the deal into the system first, that deal is yours. So we only pay by the system. Okay. So guys,
Let's
the
get that
technology
link.
is definitely here. It's going to revolutionize. It's not going to. It's already revolutionizing how we do business. So we definitely would utilize something like this to help everybody out. And as the CEO of the company, we are looking in many different platforms to minimize your work. So in the future, I think that future is not too far away from this. In your future, all you have to do is just to know how to use these tools. That's it. And the AI will automatically go out there to find the leads for you, contact the leads for you, explain the product for you, and you just sit back, relax, and start collecting that paycheck.
That's
That is
it.
the vision of Sequoia. You know why we changed our name from Sequoia Lending to Sequoia Enterprise Solutions? It's because we realize lending is just one solution for many small businesses. And that's why we incorporate into many, many different product and services onto our platform. And also we utilize technologies to help you because there's no way for one person in Sequoia that knows about the wellness program, knows about the property claim, insurance claim, knows about cost segregations, knows about all these different type of loans. It's impossible, but AI does, and you can utilize it. So that is our vision for everybody that joins Sequoia. You will have a platform like this to service small businesses out there. Okay, we got 3 more minutes. Anything else common? Oh, he's talking about the website. So Corey, what website you use?
It's Apollo.
Can you type it in the chat room and they're going
E-
to see what that is? Now, one
Absolutely.
thing is this, guys. I realize that we can give you all kind of website, whatever that might be, but ask yourself, are you really going to use it? That is the most important thing. Because again, we gave up this website all the time. Now, instead of using website, let me share with you other things that we are doing. We partner up with, I think John mentioned it already. John mentioned about Chamber of Commerce. Yes, that is the best revenue for you to talk to Chamber of Commerce, talk to local MBDA offices. Okay, there's a lot of local office that helps small businesses. Talk to them because they already have the relationship with all the small businesses locally. You join their chamber, you show them what they can do. Now, let me share with you why the chamber would like to work with you. It's because what does the chamber want? The chamber wants membership. Now, however, a lot of the people they don't see the value of paying the membership. But however, when you partner with a chamber, through the chamber, you provide the benefit for their businesses. Now all of a sudden, their membership it's pay automatically. I mean, it's no brainer because they would think that, oh, if I join this chamber, I will get free benefits. Well, I shouldn't say free, right? I will get this benefits. So again, the chamber was very, very happy that you will provide this particular product for them. So talk to Chamber of Commerce. Okay. Or you can even use this thing as a bonus. So, for example, let's say you go to a restaurant, you partner up with a restaurant, you say, hey, okay, whoever your client that comes to my restaurant to eat, regardless what it is, as long as you have an employee as a restaurant owner, I'm going to provide you free benefits. I don't know. I mean, there's so many things that you can mingle it together to become a package if a promotion. So open up your mind. So ask ChatGPT. I have something like this. What can I do? I'm sure that he will give you a lot of fantastic ideas. But for me, I like Chamber of Commerce. So right now we work with we at least have 15 Chamber of Commerce across the country. Chamber of Commerce of Chicago, Sacramento, California, Washington D.C., Illinois, and Florida, and so on and so forth. We have at least 15 Chamber of Commerce that we are working with right now. So again, it's your turn. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's 9 o'clock. Thank you so much. I apologize if I excited to show you my emotion, but really, I am very, very excited about this particular platform and product that we have, and I'm so excited about Corey and Hill that can really, really support us. Without them, this thing is not going to happen. Yes, there's a lot of company out there can provide similar product, but are they loyal? Do they know what they're talking about? Do they know the laws? Do they know the IIS code? And these two gentlemen right here knows everything inside out. And I'm also so excited about my brother John. It's see the value in partnering up with me again. And again, I'll be ringing up with you, John. I mean, again, just like the old days. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to help. John is here to help. Corey is here to help. He is here to help. You know how to find us. And I'm pretty transparent. So is John. So any questions that you have, feel free to call me. Please don't call Corey or Hill. They are in the back end enrolling. They are very busy to enroll. And their job is not to train you. It's our job. But our job is not to train you what this program is. Our job is to provide you the tool who can train you, like ChatGPT. Okay? So, guys, that's all we have. And I hope that you share our excitement. And I would love to meet up with every single one of you, wherever you are. I think that whether you're in Florida, in Texas, in Vegas, perhaps you are the only one in that particular zip code that knows about this program. It's totally up to you how you do it. John, last word. You know, I always call on you, man.
All I know is I'm excited, and it's just Alan, thank you, and Hugh, thank you, and Corey, thank you. From the country of Texas. We're ready to get to work. So I'm excited because it's good for our people. And like you said something, Alan, and please remember what you said. Whoever's on this Zoom from our team, your team, we're one team now, but you may be the only person in your area. Corey already showed you that using this Apollo platform or even Chat GPT. I did a training, Corey, 2 days ago where I asked people on the Chat GPT, give me a list of all employees in your zip code that have 10 to 20, 30. And I did follow what you said, Alan. We looked up HVAC companies, plumbing companies where people stay in a job for 10, 20 years. And Ms. Henderson, all the people on the Zoom right now attest that Chat GPT gave you lists and lists, Corey. We'll use Apollo, but Alan, thank you so much for your vision. Corey, thank you for your tech side and being a Texan. I hear you're always the best, but I'm excited to be back and really be in good hands and have our people in good hands too. So thank all of you for being at Sequoia.
Absolutely.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. So again, until then, I see everybody next Wednesday.
Yep. Oh, let me share that link real quick. My apologies. Where are we at? In the chat.